Ainslie and Bill Collins.
Enter under 18s, yes?
Yeah, Ainslie and Bill Collins.
Welcome to Phillip Oval. Please note that Phillip Oval is a smoke-free venue and an alcohol-free venue for junior competitions. The canteen area can be found on the western side of the venue under the grandstand balcony. Bathroom facilities can be found on the western side of the venue, either side of the canteen area. All attendees are to be considerate of their behaviour and conduct whilst attending games at Phillip Oval. All attendees are to act in line with the AFL New South Wales ACT Code of Conduct or will be asked to leave the venue. Please assist us in keeping COVID safe by following the following directions. Please ensure you have checked in using the AFL New South Wales ACT QR code as available on the signs throughout the venue and on entry into the venue. Please ensure you are social distancing, remaining on a minimum of 1.5 metres away from one another.
Yeah.
If venue security staff or ground management requests
Facebook. AFL Canberra, Facebook, yeah.
Please remember no spectators are to enter the field of play. The field of play is a spectator-free zone. This includes prior to games, during breaks of play, and at the conclusion of games.
Ladies and gentlemen, if anyone's lost their iPhone, the ground managers have one, so just check the net between purses. If you're missing an iPhone, we've probably got it.
If you are feeling unwell, please leave the venue. Please leave the venue if you have finished playing or spectating. Thank you for your assistance in being COVID safe in line with the ACT government protocols. And thank you for contributing to a safe, inclusive and enjoyable day for all.
to AGL Junior Grand Final Day. Next up, we have the Care Super, the Rising Stars Youth Girls between Ainslie Tricolours and the Magpies Juniors. Good luck to both teams. AFL Canberra would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we meet and play today, the Ngunnawal people. We pay respect to their elders, past, present and emerging. We ask you to join with the players and umpires to please stand, remove your hats for the Australian National Anthem.
Welcome to Phillip Oval. Please note that Phillip
Well, hello and welcome to Phillip Oval, home of football in the nation's capital. And it is time for our main event in our AFL Canberra Junior Grand Finals. It is time for the AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Star Women's Grand Final, played between the Ainslie Tricolours and the Belconnen Magpies. My name is Jacob Gaynor, and I'm joined alongside to call the action today in Felix Lane. Felix, it's exciting, isn't it?
It is very exciting, Jacob. It's great to be here. Both these clubs big on their junior young female football, so it's going to be a real tussle today. Not too sure which one will get on top, but I guess that's why we're here and see what happens.
Absolutely. So it will be Belconnen who will be scoring at the right hand of your screen in this opening quarter, with Ainslie to the left. And both sides very vocal in the warm-up. And it is an exciting time to be a fan of either of these sides.
Exactly right. We're up and about, we're pumped, we're excited to see what happens today.
So the siren sounds in our AFL Care Super Rising Star Women's competition. And the ball is underway. And it's great play there early from Ainslie in the middle, number 2. And Kiana Smith, who gets the ball forward.
Belconnen just back, kicking that ball right back into the middle where the ball came from. Ainslie picking that up, trying to get a boot to it. Belconnen picking it up, back to Ainslie, put that high in the air.
So a missed opportunity for a mark there from Ainslie. And the umpire will ball it up just outside Ainslie's forward 50. So a bright start for the Tricolours.
On a bright day.
Isn't it? Great from you.
Thank you very much. Weather is beautiful, we should say. Sun coming in and out, little patches of cloud, but nothing to be worried about.
No, it's been a brilliant day for football. We've already crowned 2 premiers earlier this morning in preparation for this game. Neither side yet to score, as Ainslie progress down into their forward 50. It's in the forward pocket near our scoreboard.
Just hugging that line there. Centering ball by Ainslie.
It's a dangerous kick. Belconnen will get there first, and that's well played by the Belconnen defender, who goes back through the middle. And it is Ainslie who get their boot to the ball, sorry. She hasn't had time, and it's a great defensive tackle, and will be holding the ball. A great tackle there from the Belconnen defender.
Easy decision for the umpire there. Playing that ball, beautiful lead. We must mention, Jacob, there's a fair few players playing from the Belconnen team who are backing up and playing again after just winning their under-16s premiership. Undefeated all year. But yeah, backing it up to play in this Care Super Rising Star Women game today.
No doubt a remarkable effort. I'm normally tired after a normal game, let alone a grand final. So that's a great mark there taken by the Belconnen defender, who again pushes it out to the far side. We've seen a lot of football out there, but it's intercepted by Ainslie, who will have the first opportunity to damage the scoreboard early in this first term of our Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final. So about 35 metres out, won't quite make the distance, and it gets all the way through to that Belconnen defender again. And we've seen earlier today, Felix, that this far side of the ground is favoured by both sides.
Yeah, it's like a ball magnet over there. Just can't get rid of it. Umpires paid the free. Ainslie have played on very quickly. It's gone into the middle of the forward 50. Spilling around. No one with clear possession of the ball now. Ainslie have picked it up. Loose hands out. Belconnen grabbed the ball. And it's just spilling around there a little bit. Ainslie get a boot to it. Fair bump off the ball. Good fight and good commitment by both teams going head over the ball for the footy.
Absolutely. It's an exciting start to this grand final. Neither side yet to register a score, but Ainslie have had all the possession in their forward half. And it falls down to Kiana Smith, who gets the hands out the back brilliantly, guiding through traffic, and that looks like the opening goal, and it is to the Ainslie Tricolours. What a start, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't script a better start, really. Getting on the board first, roughly 4 or 5 minutes of play in, very dominant.
So as we can see on the replay, a great goal there from the Tricolours. Navigating through traffic was Kiana Smith, who found her Ainslie teammate. And it was a wonderful goal and a wonderful start for Ainslie. So the umpire brings the ball back into the middle. And our grand final resumes play.
Belconnen winning that hit out, getting that momentum going forward. Umpire says fair bump, play on. Ainslie going straight towards that wing. Doesn't quite hold the mark, but keeps possession of the ball. Gets tied up. Umpire says that's mine. I'll throw this one up in the air.
So we've already seen early in this game a number of stoppages. So the game well and truly could be won in the midfield, Felix.
Exactly right, mate.
So the ball trickles through into the middle of the ground. Belconnen's way. Needs to be quick, but it'll be a free kick to Belconnen for in the back.
Sizing up the options here. Decides on the left boot. Finds a target. Fantastic. Decides to play on very quickly. Centering ball with a shallow inside 50. Again, no one with real clear possession of the ball.
So Belconnen's first opportunity inside their own forward half. But Ainslie look to have the numbers to the ball. Belconnen keeping it alive, but it'll be all Ainslie on the far wing. And that's a punishing kick down the wing, and they've got numbers here. Ainslie, if they can use them, it's a great little shepherd there, but it's not good enough, and that's a fantastic effort from the Belconnen defender. And they were out there, Ainslie.
Exactly right. Here to play, and it's good to see.
So Belconnen on that far side. It's seen plenty of the action early. Nice little kick down the line, but it'll be intercepted there by Ainslie. So back and forth early in this encounter. Mark not paid by the umpire. Get their hands out, and that's a beautiful little handball and a beautiful little kick, and it gets out the back.
Grubber, beautiful nick through. Would have gone straight to second slip if she was a left-hander. Ball's on the boot by Ainslie. Nice high kick. Straight towards that boundary pocket.
Keeps the ball alive brilliantly, and it's handball. I mean, not handball. Holding the ball.
It's holding the ball.
I'm trying to get my terminology right.
There was a failure of a handball.
Yeah. I knew what I was trying to get to.
Yeah, well, you've tried your best there, and, mate, we can only respect and reward that.
Thank you. That's really sweet.
No problem.
So play resumes on that far side. There's Belconnen.
Ainslie putting the ball in high. Belconnen intercept mark. She'll go back, assess the options, and plays on from the mark.
So it's been a bright start from the Belconnen ruckman in Tegan.
Control, but that's okay.
Physical play, and we don't mind that at all as she drives it forward, looking for a mark. Crashes the pack is Belconnen. There's no one over the top, so the foot race is on. It'll be Ainslie here to get first possession of the ball. Great use of the body from Belconnen. Puts it out of the footy, not rewarded by the umpire. And it looks like the umpire will ball it up in the pocket. So a good start from both sides. Obviously, Ainslie with the first goal of the game. But Belconnen will now look for the immediate reply.
Absolutely. Got the feeling that this could be a very close one today, Jacob.
I hope so.
I agree. Don't really know which way this one's going to go yet. Crowd not being very vocal, but I'm sure they'll come into their own very, very soon.
Absolutely. Good use of the body there from number 5 from Belconnen, Madison Bailey, who is one of those under 16 girls that have backed up for a second game. A phenomenal effort early. So the ball falls.
23, Georgia Simpson. Georgia was awarded best on last game.
Could you imagine if she does it twice?
Oh, what a feat.
Doesn't get much better than that. Holding the man. And that's how the umpire sees it. So it'll be a free kick. Oh, could be 50 metres. It's not lucky to get away with that, Ainslie.
The ball's with Casey Jade from Belconnen. She kicks it long. Doesn't quite find the target, but it's brought to ground. It's with Ainslie now. They find a boot.
It's a great clearing kick there from Kiana Smith. Finds a teammate in number 20 for the Tricolours. Back to Smith. Been lively early through the middle. Be intercepted there by Belconnen. So a little bit of table tennis at the moment, going back and forth. And that's a beautiful kick. Haven't we seen some great play early?
Yeah, I mean, Rising Stars is the perfect name for this competition, Jacob. They really are the rising stars of tomorrow.
Wow, how many times did you pull that one out today?
That's once already, and I'll continue to do so.
So a nasty little thing, and Smith in traffic again through the middle, but Belconnen have all the numbers, can't quite communicate. And Ainslie have a player out the back if they can find her, and that's where they go.
Kicks
so
into
the
space.
Foot race is on the far side. Great use of the body from both players. And Ainslie continue to drive forward now. They've got the numbers near the ball. The foot race is on. Nice little pick-up. Can't quite find a teammate. And it's a great defensive pressure from the Belconnen Magpies. The umpire will call that as a ball up on the far side.
Throws that up into the air. The rucks go out at Belconnen, win that ball, brings it to ground. Gets sort of tied up there. No one with clear possession, as we've seen all day. Just congested footy. Ainslie grabbing that ball right out the back. Beautiful kick. It's towards the pocket, and I'm sure that'll dribble over. It does. Umpire signals for the throw-in as both teams prepare for the re-entrance of the ball into the game.
So boundary throw-in on the far side. Both teams jostle for possession. Falls falls to the way of Belconnen, but it'll be intercepted by Smith again. She's looked great early. The bright boots, we've seen a number of bright boots. Takes on the team, gets a great little run from the Belconnen defender.
Great burst, good hands to get that away. Finds a target in the middle. It's brought to ground right on the cricket pitch. Both teams fighting over it. Belconnen get a boot to it and try and get some space. Ainslie numbers are surging though. Grab the ball, put that on the boot as well. Up to the contest, no mark. Ball's on the ground. Ainslie get the hands out. Finds a Belconnen player who puts that back on the boot. Marks paid.
So just a forward entry for Ainslie. Intercepted by Belconnen, and they again elect to go to that far wing. That's a great looking kick, and it's a great mark.
Georgia Simpson, she's everywhere early this game.
She goes inside the middle. It's a dangerous kick, but it's going to come off. Gets and goes. A driving kick, and they're everywhere, Belconnen. They've got the numbers. They need to turn quickly. Just slows the play down a little. Now she elects to go deep inside 50. Got players out the back. Can't quite get a mark. Plenty of Belconnen players around the contest. Can they get it out the back? And it will be behind. So Belconnen register their first point of the day. And the score remains 1-0, 0-6 to 0 goals, 1-1. So great defensive pressure there from the Tricolours as they get it outside of their defensive 50 into the middle of the ground. Great smooth little pick up from the Belconnen midfielder, but it's again Ainslie who drive out of defence. But it'll be a cut-off by a Belconnen defender as the ball goes to ground.
Beautiful burst there from halfback. That was Page just coming through there. Just all speed, burst through a few tackles. Real talented.
Absolutely. They've got an array of talent out here today.
Exactly right, mate.
So the ball comes to the Belconnen, and they again elect to get it just outside their forward 50. It's a very physical contest early. Great use of the body from Belconnen as they get the ball. They've got numbers on the outside. Toes it off the ground. If she can get a handball, they're away. Can't quite. Great pressure from Ainslie. And they've been great defensively, Ainslie early.
Exactly right, mate. Just keeping the Magpies to the one behind so far. As the ball trickles forward. Umpire.
It's given a free kick for kicking in danger, so they'll go the way of the Belconnen Magpies, and they'll have an opportunity to register their first major of the day. It'll take an almighty effort from here. She'll have to kick from about 40 metres out. A slight angle to the left. Looks
Kicks
good
on
off
its
the
way.
boots. It'll fall just short. It'll go through for a behind. No, the umpire is calling it a boundary throw-in. So it'll be a boundary throw-in just to the left of the far goal post. So Belconnen starting to mount the pressure on the Ainslie defence. But they're going to need to take their opportunity sooner rather than later. So it comes back out to Ainslie, who've been great on the rebound outside of defence. Beats all players. Goes towards that far boundary near the Canberra banner. Belconnen with another kick inside 50, but it's intercepted by the Ainslie defender. It's a dangerous kick into the middle of the ground. Belconnen can't quite get their hands to the ball. And that's exciting play from the Ainslie defender again inside the middle of the ground.
Jago Shaw there again, just bursting through that tackle from halfback. Good run, giving Ainslie the opportunity to surge forward as they do now, right through the centre square. She's there again.
So it's beaten all players now. The foot race is on. Body-on-body contact inside. Ainslie's forward 50. Got a nice little clearance. They've got the numbers here. Kiana Smith takes a bounce. Doesn't quite come back to her. She turns around. Needs to finish. It's going to race towards the line. Ainslie have the numbers, and it's going to be another goal. No, it's just gone to the left. Probably had time to pick it up. It'll be a point to Ainslie, who extend their lead to 1-1-7 against the Magpies single behind. So Belconnen to bring it back in. And they elect to go to that far wing again.
Less than 3 minutes on the clock remaining in this first quarter. Go down that far wing. There's a bit of space there for the Magpies to work through. Straight onto the boot. Forward to a contest. Beautiful teamwork. Great hands there. Just trying to get that ball moving forward. Smart footy, you'd say, Jacob.
Absolutely. What a contest it's been early into this encounter between two great sides of AFL Canberra in Ainslie and Belconnen. So the ball returns to the far wing, where we've seen the majority of the action in this opening quarter. With just over 2 minutes left on the clock. Ainslie again pushing forward. Mark, not given by the umpire, but it'll be high contact and they get and go. So a high ball just on the forward flank there, and it's a great mark taken there from the Ainslie 25. And Olivia Seymour, she drives it forward. They got numbers out the back if they can find them. Ainslie.
You'd expect her to see more of the footy later today, Jacob, with marks like that.
How long are you thinking about that one?
5 seconds.
Yeah, nice. Bit slow, but I'll pay it.
Thanks, mate. I appreciate that. Ainslie with the ball now, centering kick. Belconnen are there to clean up the scraps, put that straight on the boot. That's a beautiful kick, right down into the guts of the ground. That'll dribble through them all, clean bowled, straight through the middle of the pitch. Ainslie numbers there, mop up the crumbs.
So just a minute and a half left in this opening term. It's been an exciting encounter. So the ball remains in the middle of the ground. It's a great little clean pick-up from the Ainslie midfielder. And now the ball is out, and they have a little bit of space, Ainslie. Belconnen outnumbered, and that's where it goes. So it goes the Belconnen way. They kick off the ground, just surging forward, intercepted by Ainslie. And they do have a number out the back if they can get it there, but it'll be Belconnen again. It's just been a lot of back and forth in this opening quarter. Gets a nice little handball out.
Less than a minute remaining now. Belconnen just trying to get the momentum going their way. Ainslie will win the foot race. Fair bump, play on, says the umpire. Belconnen with the ball, get the boot. Mark will be paid, but no one's there to grab it. Belconnen with the ball now. Ainslie still right off him.
Great collision there from the Belconnen forward, drives forward.
Seymour wraps her up, takes the ball.
Could be in
off
trouble
her.
here. Oh, needed to go the tackle
Pushes
instead of the
through.
bump. But the
Kicks
clock
that
will beat
ball
them all.
Deep into the wing.
Just under 20 seconds remaining in this opening quarter. What have you made of the opening quarter, Felix?
Great tussle between both teams, I think, mate. Both teams really in the fight. Can't really pick a winner from here. I know it's only the first quarter, but looking very even.
So the siren sounds on the first quarter of our 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Star Women's Grand Final. It is the Ainslie Tricolours 1-1-7 leading the Magpies 0-1-1. But don't go anywhere. This will go down to the wire. The second quarter is not too far away. And it is Ainslie who get their boot to the ball, sorry. She hasn't had time, and it's a great defensive tackle, and it'll be holding the ball. A great tackle. All the possession in their forward half. And it falls down to Kiana Smith, who gets the hands out the back brilliantly, guiding through traffic, and that looks like the opening goal, and it is. To the Ainslie Tricolours. What a start, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't script a better start, really.
So welcome back to our 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final. Bit of a tongue twister that one, Felix. As the siren sounds on the second quarter, Ainslie leading the Magpies, but only by 6 points as we open the second term.
Ainslie winning the ball out of the middle. Long driving kick inside, just inside their forward 50. Belconnen to the players there. Pick it up, good hands. In a bit of trouble though, but umpire doesn't see. Lets that play on. Good hands out.
So a physical contest, much like the first term, Felix, and the umpire will ball it up just on the 50-metre mark towards Ainslie's goal. So it's been a great duel in the ruck early.
Exactly right, mate.
As we go inside Ainslie's forward half, mark will be paid. Nearly played on, was lucky to get away with it. And it is the 25.
Olivia Seymour. I said it before, mate.
Oh!
Straight into the mount on the mark. You'd expect she didn't get all of that ball, but that's okay.
No, bit of a coach killer.
Yeah.
Kicking into the man on the mark, but nonetheless, Ainslie go inside their forward 50 again. And it's a great mark there from the 28 in Hannah Fitzpatrick from Belconnen. Goes across the ground. That's a dangerous kick, but it's come off well as they spread to that far side. So similar to the first quarter, that far side was favoured by both sides, but it's going to be an intercept mark there from the Ainslie tricolours. So about 80 metres from home. Again, a kick in the mark.
Belconnen's pressure on the mark has just been second to none in this opening second term.
It's a great attack on the football from both players, and she's just gone over the Ainslie player. Lucky to get away with one there.
Really showing some intent from
Absolutely.
both sides, which is great to see.
She could be in trouble here, and the umpire will ball it up.
He says, give that to me.
So
I want
a
to turn.
hot contested start to the second term. The
Balls.
umpire balls it up.
Up in the air, comes back down. Fighting over possession, just spills out of the pack. Umpire says play on. Ainslie on the boot.
That's
Unlucky. Great
good
pressure
use of
there.
the body. So Ainslie go inside their forward 50 again, just over Seymour's head. Can't quite get her hands on the ball, and that's well played from the Belconnen defence. But that kick might be coming straight back, and it is. And a great little mark there taken by number 20 for Ainslie.
Just Garrett there. Seymour with the ball again. Just at her feet. Couldn't grab a hold of it.
She seems to be their main target inside the forward 50, Felix.
Yeah, that's right. Key target, and then just grab the crumbs. Both teams fighting over the possession of the ball now. It's with Belconnen, but just spills out naturally.
Great hands through traffic. A nice little shepherd in there. Just can't get a kick away, can they, tricolours? Great defensive pressure from Belconnen. And they come onto this close side on the commentary side. They've gone back across goal, which is a dangerous kick. And it could work well. Belconnen, the clearing kick, but it'll be intercepted over the head of the Ainslie forward. Falls back into the Belconnen arms as they go towards that far side.
It's almost as though they're allergic to this side. I have not seen any play down this wing. All glued to the middle, if not that far wing.
I'm glad we invested in the binoculars earlier.
Yeah, that's right. Built the grandstand on the wrong side.
It's a great bump. It won't be called holding the ball because it wasn't a tackle. As Ainslie go inside 50, they've got spare players everywhere. It falls out the back. They can't quite get their hands on the ball, and that's a great defensive effort again from Belconnen. We've seen some great defensive football today.
Exactly right. The right idea there by the Magpies girls, just getting that ball out on the wing, but unfortunately did not have the numbers. Ainslie gives the give and go.
Weaving
Beautiful.
through traffic, brings it back. Goal!
Eleanor Bishop, fantastic goal. Beautiful step through, running through from 50. Absolutely fantastic goal there, Jacob.
Absolutely, and the ability to be composed through traffic.
Ainslie,
It's a very rare feat in the modern day AFL player, so an absolutely fantastic goal there from Eleanor Bishop. And kicks her first of the day and Ainslie's second, so they extend their lead now to 12 points early in this second quarter. Just 12 minutes left on the clock. Still plenty of time left in this quarter to make an impact from both sides.
definitely doesn't feel as though the Magpies are out of it.
Absolutely not.
A goal here would be handy and change a bit of the momentum.
Absolutely. So the ball comes through the middle of the umpire, quickly gets out of the way as the ball falls back to Ainslie. Belconnen should get first hands to the ball. It's great pressure from Ainslie. And gets a little kick away, so it'll work, says the umpire. Lucky not to get it kicking in danger given against it. They're going backwards, Belconnen. It's a dangerous kick towards their own back pocket, and it'll be picked up by 52 for Ainslie. And that would have been a phenomenal goal had that been scored. So it's a rushed behind from Belconnen. So it'll be 14-1 in Ainslie's favour.
That's right, Jacob. 2 goals, 2-14. Ainslie lead Belconnen Magpies 0 goals, 1 behind. Total points as well. So Magpies here with the kick out.
So we might finally be seeing some action on this side of the ground. It's a beautiful mark there taken by Katie Taylor from the Belconnen Magpies. She drives it towards the commentary side, and that's another fantastic mark. Their transitional play has been fantastic today, the Belconnen Magpies. So they go inside the middle of the ground now. Just lack of communication there from 2 Belconnen players. Can't quite get their hands on the ball. Smothered there by the Ainslie player.
Good hands.
But it falls out the back.
Good space to work with, but she's getting chased down. That's a great tackle.
The umpire's given it in the back. So unlucky there. Tegan plays on for Belconnen. Through the middle, uncontested, and drives it for. That's a nice big stride. But it'll be intercepted there by Ainslie. So you feel like Belconnen are slightly getting on top. They just can't complete the pressure, can they?
Exactly right. Not capitalising, but definitely playing a dominant force in this game. Ball spills over and just sits on the top of the 50.
And he picked up by the 14 and Annabelle Scott for Ainslie. And it's great defensive play there again from Belconnen's fullback. So Ainslie just slowly increasing their lead. Belconnen yet to register a major halfway through this second term. So again they elect to come the commentary side, but it will be intercepted there by Garrett for Ainslie. Turned over again there in favour of Belconnen. And that's a great kick down the middle. And I'll tell you what, Katie Taylor for Belconnen has been phenomenal off halfback.
Another beautiful mark there by Belconnen, assessing the options and going again down that far wing. Ainslie just get the mitts to it. That's a great intercept mark. Probably 5-10 metres across halfway. Gives the hands, big long kick, searching for an inside 50. Umpire says no mark, play on. The ball comes out naturally. Ainslie with the mark, plays on from it straight away. Beautiful lead, beautiful mark. Plays on.
Plays on. Kiana Smith from 30 out. Can't quite bring the ball back. So it'll be a behind just to the right. As Ainslie instead in their lead to 2 goals, 4-16. Playing Magpies 0 goes 1-1. So this time they elect to go that far side. Needs to get rid of it and does.
Ainslie just doing a great job of locking the ball in here.
That's another mark there from Ainslie.
Belco get out.
He called that well. So an intercept mark from Ainslie. And they go back to the top of the square. That's another great mark there by Seymour, Olivia Seymour.
Been everywhere early.
So she'll have another chance to register a major. Hasn't scored a goal today. Comes inside. And that time she makes no mistake. So Olivia Seymour on the board. And Ainslie extend their lead.
They do indeed. Absolutely. Olivia looked deadly always. Finally capitalising on that forward pressure that she's known for. As you said, is that key target for Ainslie inside forward 50. As both teams trundle back to their positions. And we look forward to getting started again from a centre bounce. Jacob, 8 minutes exactly remaining in this quarter. What do you think the Magpies need to do to edge their way back into this one?
Well, I think they just need to find a way to get out of their defensive 50. That's where the majority of the ball's been played in this second term. And this could be their opening here as they drive the ball forward through the midfield. It's fallen to the Belconnen play. They get it forward. And this could be their chance. Ainslie have been solid defensively as well. It's been a game one in defence for me. And it's gone forward. Ainslie have the numbers if they can find them. It's a great, clever little slap out of the contest there, picked up by Belconnen. Play continues. Belconnen drives it inside 50. There's players out the back. But it's all Ainslie as they clear. It's a great-looking tackle. Lucky not to be rewarded.
Umpire says play on. Belconnen with the ball now. Slapped onto the boot. Dribbles across the face of the goals. There's yells of in the back from the crowd. The umpire disagrees.
So
Centering ball.
somehow didn't cross the line.
Belconnen's
On the
ball
left.
centering again down the throat. No, not marked. And the pack forms and it'll get locked in. Umpire says, give it to me. This one's an absolute rainmaker.
So a perfect opportunity here for Belconnen to mount some forward pressure. It's all been in Ainslie's forward half this term. A lot of players there, and Ainslie again with a nice little torpedo punt out of their 50. That's a great tackle there.
Tackle wrapped up early, trying to burst through. The ball spills out. Dribbling kick along towards the centre of the field. Ainslie fighting for the ball. And Belconnen just not able to get their mitts on it.
So again, Belconnen unable to lock it inside their forward 50, but they could be getting another opportunity as the ball comes to the middle of the ground. They've got options galore. Opts to go straight overhead, and it'll be intercepted there from Smith, who plays on straight away. Gets away from one and drives it forward. Hits the feet of the Belconnen defender. They get another opportunity, Belconnen. The umpire's found a free kick, so it'll be high contact against Ainslie. No advantage. So it'll go back to the middle of the ground. Who do you think's been the difference for you, Felix?
I think number 2 for Ainslie, Kiana Smith, just been a lot of run, especially through the guts, and just looks so strong and contested as the ball drives down inside Ainslie's 50. They've got their hands to it and the players there if they can find them. The ball just spills out. There's Smith again. She's got it again now. That's 3 times in the one play. Slaps on the boot with a beautiful snap. Doesn't quite hit the target, and that finds the boundary.
So again, relentless pressure up forward from Ainslie. And that combination of Smith and Seymour
Proving deadly.
has been vital early for the Tricolours. A great boundary throw in, falls the way of Belconnen though. They've gone straight to the ground. Smith was resting, didn't see the ball. Now it's fallen. Great follow-up tackle. Unlucky not to be rewarded. Falls the way of Ainslie, and the umpire will ball it up in the middle of the ground. So just over 4.5 minutes left of our second quarter in our Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final. It's been a great contest in the ruck all day from both sides. Can't quite get a kick to it. Falls to Ainslie, smothered by Belconnen. The umpire waves play on. And there's that 23 again in Georgia Simpson. Best on in our under-16 grand finals only just before this game, so she must be tired.
Yeah, maybe that's playing a factor. Belconnen probably unlucky not to get a major yet, as the score probably doesn't reflect how close this has been, especially this term. But both teams going hard at the footy now. No mark.
Crunching tackle from the Belconnen defender.
Ball comes out. Lots of body-on-body contact, which is always good to see. It's
a physical contest, isn't it?
Fighting over the ball. Seymour again, just bursting through the pack. With Ainslie having a driving kick inside the forward 50. Unlucky not to take that mark, the Belconnen defender. The ball comes out, comes Ainslie's way. Play on, says the umpire, as it'll sit and get caught up, I'd expect, at the top of the 50. Umpire says, that's my ball.
Great call, Felix. So 3 minutes left in the second term. It's been all Ainslie so far.
Convincing win from the ruck there by the Magpies. As that
Great defensive tackle from Ainslie.
Just need to get the mitts on it.
So it'll be a free kick Ainslie's way. About 60 metres from goal. So it'll be Page to put it back inside him.
Jacob centering ball.
And it's fallen out the back. Oh. And it's a nice little mark there taken by Garrett with the ball in hand. So she'll have the opportunity to hit the scoreboard. She'll have to take a mighty effort. It's about 40 metres out. Looks good off the boot. There'll be a mark there taken by Seymour again. She's proved the difference this quarter. So Olivia Seymour, she's kicked one in this quarter. She'll look to add to her tally, and she does. So Ainslie kick another one.
Exactly.
And they're
Very
starting
closely.
to walk away in this one. They currently lead 4 goals 4, 28 to the Magpies, 0 goals 1, with one single behind on the scoreboard. So Ainslie will take all the momentum into half-time break. They've really opened this game up in the second term.
Absolutely. Olivia Seymour just proving deadly down the front, playing a vital effort and vital role this quarter, proving costly and having that real impact for the Tricolours today. We're back in the middle. The umpire's getting ready to throw this one up. There's only a minute and a half left remaining in the half. Ball goes up, comes back down. Magpies win the ball, but Ainslie get the crumbs. Spills out towards this swing. Belconnen with the ball now. Spills out again. Magpies throw it onto the boot, look for the option. No mark, good contested footy.
So physical contest as we approach the half-time siren. The ball comes in the middle. Smith should get there first and does. Fantastic play from the number 2, but it'll be all Belconnen in defence. It slips past the Belconnen defender. And it'll be a high-contact free kick to Ainslie. 50 seconds remaining on the clock. She's looking for an option. She's going to go back.
Gives the hands to a player who was not there. Only 30 seconds remaining in the quarter.
So Belconnen will be looked to be solid defensively here. They bring it through the midfield, and that's a great run there from Tegan in the middle. Can't quite regain her feet after the 2 bounces. Gets it out. Belconnen would love to score just before the break. They might be running out of time to do so. Just over 10 seconds left. They need to get it forward, Belconnen. But it's all Ainslie defensively. And it's Smith again, who's been phenomenal in this first half. Takes a bounce, but the siren will beat her. So it'll be half-time here in our 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Star Women's Grand Final. And it is the Ainslie Tricolours, 4 goals 4, 28, leading the Magpies 0 goals 1. So a war of words between the two sides as they head to the change rooms.
It's good to see the passion out there, Jacob. We'll take a break and we'll be right back after this one.
And it is Ainslie who get their boot to the ball, She hasn't had time, and it's a great defensive tackle, and it'll be holding the ball. A great tackle. All the possession in their forward half. And it falls down to Kiana Smith, who gets the hands out the back brilliantly, guiding through traffic, and that looks like the opening goal, and it is to the Ainslie Tricolours. What a start, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't script a better start, really. Unfortunately, did not have the numbers. Ainslie gives the give and go.
Weaving through traffic, brings it back. Goal!
Eleanor Bishop, fantastic goal. Total points as well. So, Magpies here with the kick out.
So we might finally be seeing some action on this side of the ground. It's a beautiful mark there taken by Kate.
Early.
So she'll have another chance to register a major. Hasn't scored a goal today. Comes inside. And that time she makes no mistake. So Olivia Seymour on the board. And Ainslie about 60 metres from goal. So it'll be Page to put it back inside in.
Jacob, centering ball.
And it's fallen out the back. And it's a nice little mark there taken. She'll have to take a mighty effort. It's about 40 metres out. Looks good off the boot. There'll be a mark there taken by Seymour again. She's proved the difference this quarter. Seymour, she's kicked one in this quarter. She'll look to add to her tally. And she does. So Ainslie kick another one.
Exactly.
And they're starting to walk away in this one. is Ainslie who get their boots the ball, sorry. She doesn't have time, and it's a great defensive tackle, and it'll be holding the ball. A great all the possession in their forward half. And it falls down to Kiana Smith, who gets the hands out the back brilliantly, guiding through traffic, and that looks like the opening goal, and it is to the Ainslie Tricolours. What a start, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't script a better start, really. Unfortunately, did not have the numbers. Ainslie gives the give and go.
Weaving through traffic, brings it back. Goal!
Eleanor Bishop, fantastic goal. Total points as well. So, Magpies here with the kick out.
So we might finally be seeing some action on this side of the ground. It's a beautiful mark there taken by Kate.
Early.
So she'll have another chance to register a major. Hasn't scored a goal today. Comes inside. And that time she makes no mistake. So Olivia Seymour on the board. And Ainslie about 60 metres from goal. So it'll be Page to put it back inside in.
Jacob, centering ball.
And it's fallen out the back. And it's a nice little mark there taken. She'll have to take a mighty effort. It's about 40 metres out. Looks good off the boot. There'll be a mark there taken by Seymour again. She's proved the difference this quarter. Seymour, she's kicked one in this quarter. She'll look to add to her tally. And she does. So Ainslie kick another one.
Exactly.
And they're starting to walk away in this one. towards Belconnen's attacking forward 50. It's quick little hands out of the contest, but it is Ainslie with the clearing kick, but it'll be out in the full, so Belconnen will bring it straight back in. So a low ball driven into the forward 50. Ainslie get hands on the football first, and they drive it straight back to where it came from, and it gets through, and Ainslie gain possession. That's a nice little sidestep and gets it on the boot.
That's Garrett again there for Ainslie, just bursting through that pack. Absolutely beautiful. Picked up by Ainslie on their forward 50s. They're just surging the ball forward, trying to keep the momentum with them. Throws that on the boot. The ball gets knocked out onto the ground. As there's a bit of a stacks on. Primary school days all over again, eh, Jacob?
Hey? And the umpire to ball it up. So Belconnen in desperate need of the first major in this half, but it's all Ainslie at the moment as we head inside their forward 50. And the umpire will ball it up yet again. So it goes up in the air. It's been a great duel in the ruck all day. Onto the boot of Ainslie. Dropped by Belconnen. Seymour there, lively.
Just lurking.
It's going to fall her way. No, yep, it does, and that's a great defensive
Bursts
tackle.
Through the tackle, gets the hands, well done. Brought to ground. Bit of a scrap over it. Belconnen's with the ball, put the boot on. Searching along that boundary line, doesn't go out. But the ball spills out, and it's no one's ball.
So Belconnen exit their defensive 50, and that's a great mark there. Taken by number 5 for Belconnen in Madison Bailey. She drives it forward. That's a great intercept mark from Ainslie. Plays on, and it falls the way of Smith. Can't quite get her hands on the footy. It'll be Belconnen. The nice little sidestep goes back in towards the middle of the ground, but it's intercepted, and it'll be high contact free kick. The way of Madison Bailey. She had plenty of the ball in the first half. It looks to be continuing the second in the same fashion.
Looking for options now. There's a few presenting down now wing, but opts to go towards the contest. Spills through the hands, comes out the back. Ainslie with the ball now, but the pack forms. Umpire says play on, the ball's coming out naturally. Belconnen with the ball, just looking for it, gives the hands. They've got the numbers, can they use them?
So a very physical contest early into this second half.
Play on's the call from the umpire, gets caught in the middle. Ainslie get the ball and burst through the pack.
Intercepted against there from Belconnen. Really need to start capitalising on their possession. Small kick inside. And the umpire will ball it up.
He says, give it to me.
So we've had a few stoppages already, Felix.
Yeah, it's the way we're finding that these quarters start, and it tends to open up a bit as fatigue kicks in.
So it falls to Belconnen, who go inside 50. But it'll be Ainslie to bring it straight back out, and that's great sweeping play and a big hit. The umpire's called play on fair bump. Great football from both sides.
Ball's brought to ground.
And she's dived on it, so the umpire says holding the ball, and it will go to the way of Ainslie, who've got options here on the commentary side of the boundary, and that's where they go. And that's a beautiful kick and a beautiful take there.
Great
by the number
there.
1 from Ainslie, who goes inside. It was a good kick, just didn't quite measure the target. Nice little handball inside. Both teams jostle for possession, so it'll be a ball up there in Ainslie's forward half. Both teams lively in this third quarter. And straight away, the umpire will let it fall out, and it comes out the way of Belconnen. Ainslie at the back of the pack there.
Ainslie got the ball, gets wrapped up in the tackle, but just got rid of it in time. And then Ainslie just getting caught up with the ball there. Umpire says, give it to me. Goes straight up. What goes up must come down. Belconnen win the ball.
And Smith breaks the pack and puts it onto that dangerous right foot, and it's a foot race Can't quite get there. Great little hands out of the pack. Ainslie with all the numbers, but it's Belconnen who prevail, but it's going to come straight back in via number 14 for Ainslie. Can't quite take the mark.
Cattle there, number 14 for Ainslie. That beautiful kick inside the forward 50. Couldn't quite find the target, but did her role.
That's a clever little kick, and the mark's taken there by number 30 for the Magpies in Chelsea. Another one of our 16-year-olds who started in the first game prior to this one. Belconnen off the ground. Mark won't be claimed. So it's play on, and then she'll take a bounce. Regains possession. She's hot, but gets the ball into forward 50. Great run there from the Belconnen number 12 in Tegan, but it'll be Ainslie who again take a mark inside their defensive 50. So they just can't really find that missing ingredient, can they?
Exactly right, mate. They've got 2 eggs, just don't have the third.
So it's all Belconnen. Falls
Ball
to
comes
Ainslie.
out. It's with Ainslie now. Kick comes towards the wing. Belconnen win the foot race. Keep the ball. Looks inside. Ainslie pick up the crumbs. Put that on the boot. Let's go back inside. Smith fighting for possession with the ball. Kicks off the deck into another Belconnen player.
Great play there from Belconnen. They should have a mark. They don't communicate well. They'll get a second bite at the cherry as they go inside 50. Mark should be taken, and it is. There from Georgia Simpson, our best on ground in the under-16 final. That's a damaging kick forward. Hits the back. Can anyone get there? They can, but it's an Ainslie player, so it'll be behind. And Belconnen registered just their second point of the day as they bring it back towards his commentary side. Great little contest there. Simpson will have an opportunity to... Can't quite get it. It'll be out in the full. Unlucky play there from Simpson. She was great in the game prior to this, wasn't she?
Exactly right. You feel as though it just might have taken its toll on her. And she might have used up all of her wheat beaks that she had this morning.
So Ainslie bring it back into play. Belconnen. It's a great left foot kick. No mark claimed. Ainslie get boot to the ball. Belconnen with the opportunity. Goal!
Fantastic
no,
goal.
It's a free kick.
Exactly what they needed going into this term.
It won't count. It won't count. It'll be a free kick to Ainslie. Claimed. Not sure what it was for. Ainslie get boot to the ball, but it'll be a free kick to Ainslie's number 17 in Rebecca Stevens.
We'd love to see a replay. Unfortunately, we don't have a screen in front of us.
So Stevens brings it outside, and that's a great attempt at a mark. Gets it onto the boot. A mark will count. No one can claim it. Turns, and they'll have and it is play on.
Belconnen just bursting through here. They look very deadly, and they're up and about.
There'll be another free kick there to Ainslie. So Belconnen still failing to capitalise on their possession inside their own half. And Ainslie again bring it out. Mark should be taken, and it is. Play on. He'll take a great kick from there. Can't find the back. And the boundary line looms, but the players will keep it in. It could have been holding the ball, you know.
Yeah, it was a 50-50 there. I think that could have gone either way. Umpire decides that it's his ball and he'll throw that up. 2 rucks will go fighting for it. Ainslie, you'd argue, win that one, but Belconnen will get the crumbs. Puts that onto the left. It's a great kick. Unfortunately, just couldn't take the mark. It's with Ainslie again, trying to get that clearing kick. Georgia Simpson has a go, and it's beautiful. Straight through. Georgia Simpson.
She's cleaned up in the celebration.
Exactly right. Magpies girls are all over her, getting around her. Absolutely fantastic. Exactly what they needed, Jacob.
Absolutely, and it's that girl again in Georgia Simpson. Phenomenal in our under-16s grand final, and she's continuing in the same fashion in our under-18s grand final, sorry. That was a tongue twister.
It was a tongue twister. This is, of course, the Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final for 2020. We'll just have a quick score recap. Ainslie Tricolours are leading 4 goals 4-28 to the Magpies Juniors 1 goal 2-8.
So Georgia Simpson gets the Belconnen's first goal of the day, and it comes in the third term. So now only trailing by 20 points. And it's a great ruck tap from Belconnen, but it falls away of Ainslie, who drive it straight down the middle of the ground. It's the 2-8s jostle for possession. Can't quite get their hands to the ball.
Ainslie with the ball.
Great play there from Ainslie.
Straight onto the boot, but there's a beautiful smother in there. Smith just lurking.
It'll be a throw Belconnen. So starting to control a little bit of the game of Belconnen. But they need to make a count on the scoreboard. They've had most of the momentum in this third quarter. And that's a great mark there taken by
Fantastic
Chelsea Moroney.
Belconnen players just starting to spread, starting to come alive.
It's a great tackle. And the umpire's called holding the ball. So it'll be a free kick towards Ainslie as they play on and go inside 50. The crowd becoming vocal, which we didn't see in the first half, but we love to see it. Seymour on a damaging right, but she'll register just to behind. So kind of that's a her tally. She's already kicked 2 in this grand final. So Belconnen to bring it back in. And, of course, now the score, 4 goals, 5-29 to 1 goals, 2-8. It is Ainslie leading Belconnen, who bring it back into play via the far side of the ground.
Just feels like the next goal is crucial, doesn't it, Jacob?
Absolutely.
In deciding who wins today's game. It really could go either way. Belconnen just trying to push that ball right outside their 50 as that hugs the boundary line. Somehow manages not to trickle over.
So Belconnen kept it alive, but it could come at a cost. That's a great tackle. It'll be a throw. So it'll be a free kick to Belconnen for an incorrect disposal. And they've just gone up a gear in this third term, haven't they?
Exactly right, mate. Absolutely have. They called this premiership quarter for a reason. And let's see what happens. Hopefully they can build some sort of a fight back. Ainslie get the ball back and drive that long down towards that wing pocket on the far side from us here, Jacob. Give the hands back to Ainslie. Looking for that inside 50 kick. Just hasn't come yet as the ball just...
Be a high tackle. And Ainslie a free kick. Just near our Care Super advertisement on that far wing. The target was Smith. Couldn't quite find her. Follows up with a tackle. And it'll be a ball up just inside Ainslie's forward 50.
Ball goes up. Ainslie convincingly winning the ruck battle there. Driving that ball forward to Seymour. Just needs clean hands, but put under some good Belconnen Magpies pressure there. Couldn't quite get a hold of it, Jacob.
Absolutely, and she's sandwiched there by the Ainslie defenders. It's a great tussle there in the defence on the forward flank, and that's a great centering ball from Seymour. Channels are in. Cristiano Ronaldo comes to Smith, who can damage Belconnen, and she can't quite. It hits the post.
Needed to capitalise there. Great kick and great burst through that inside 50. Seymour set her up well. Ainslie will just now mount that reply and try and keep it locked inside the forward 50 as Belconnen kick towards that far pocket.
So it's been a great contest in this third term. Just 3.5 minutes remaining before we head to our third and final break. The umpire calls for a ball up on that far side. You just feel like Belconnen need a goal or two before third term, eh?
Absolutely. On the money there, Jacob. But they've got the ball now trying to surge it forward. Ainslie end up with the mark. Turn and assess the options and see where we can go. Long driving kick into the inside 50.
Seymour
sits underneath it. Just couldn't hold on. Good pressure there by the Belconnen Magpies' defence.
So it's Ainslie 4 goals 6:30, leading the Magpies 1 goal 2-8, late into this third quarter. As Belconnen clear their defensive lines, and they've got the numbers. Can't quite find a clean pair of hands. Now they can. Mark should be taken. It's not. Doesn't quite get a kick away. The umpire waves play on, and it's Smith through traffic again. He's been one of the shining stars for Ainslie this afternoon. Drives it inside. Plenty of players, but no clean hands just of yet. Off the ground. Needs to get a kick away. Doesn't quite.
Umpire says play on. The ball keeps going. Belconnen just trying to surge it forward. Ainslie trying to do the opposite. Locking it in. Smith's around the ball. Gets it.
Taken high, and it'll be a free kick to Smith, who will have the opportunity to register her first major of the day. She's been a live wire for Ainslie up forward, but yet to register a major of her own. She's played a pivotal role in Ainslie's 4 majors so far, and she strolls in. And it's just come off the side of the boot, but the mark will be taken in the forward pocket by the Ainslie forward. Can't quite see the number from here. But will be taken there by Belconnen. So just over a minute and a half left to play in this third term, and Belconnen must go down the other side of the field. It'll take a phenomenal effort. That's a good start there in their defensive 50.
Just under 1.5 to go. Belconnen with the ball, looking for that option right down the guts. Gets one, misses the hands. Both players just fighting over it. Umpire says, give that to me. I'll throw that up in the air.
So just over a minute remaining before we break for the third and final time. The ball thrown up in the middle of the ground, and again the Belconnen ruckman starting to become a dominant figure in the midfield. That's a great clearing kick and a great mark. They can run and go, and that's what they do. Simpson goes forward. It's going to sneak out the back if Belconnen can get there. 40 seconds left on the clock. It's a heavy collision, and the umpire will ball it up. So 40 seconds for Belconnen to impact the scoreboard ahead of the third break.
Ball goes up. Ainslie win the tap out, but it falls into Georgia Simpson's lap. Ball's
The fall away of Belconnen.
Not long, Neff.
It's a great tackle.
Seconds remaining in the quarter.
The umpire ball it up.
I'll ball that up.
So I think the clock will beat both sides to scoring again this quarter. Just 8 seconds remaining.
Could be all she wrote for this term, Jacob. We just see the ball go up.
So the siren will sound. And it's three-quarter time in our 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final. It is the Ainslie Tricolours 4 goals 6-30, leading the Magpies Juniors 1 goal 2, 8 points at three-quarter time. Still plenty of action set to play out. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. So Belconnen exit their defensive 50, and that's a great mark there, taken by number 5 for Belconnen in Madison Bailey. She drives it forward. That's a great intercept mark from Ainslie. Plays on, and it falls the way of Smith. No mark claimed. Ainslie get boot to the ball. Belconnen with the opportunity. Goal!
Fantastic
No,
goal.
it's a free kick.
Exactly what they needed going into. Puts that onto the left. It's a great kick. Unfortunately, just couldn't take the mark. It's with Ainslie again, trying to get that clearing kick. Georgia
Simpson!
Has a go. And it's beautiful. Straight through. Georgia Simpson.
She's cleaned up in the celebration.
Exactly right. Magpies girls.
So just over a minute remaining before we break for the third and final time. The ball thrown up in the middle of the ground, and again the Belconnen ruckman starting to become a dominant figure in the midfield. That's a great clearing kick and a great mark. They can run and go, and that's what... is Ainslie, who get their boot to the ball, sorry. She hasn't had time, and it's a great defensive tackle, and it'll be holding the ball. A great tackle. All the possession in their forward half. And it falls down to Kiana Smith, who gets the hands out the back brilliantly, guiding through traffic, and that looks like the opening goal, and it is. To the Ainslie Tricolours. What a start, Felix.
Yeah, I mean, you couldn't script a better start, really. Unfortunately, did not have the numbers. Ainslie gives the give and go.
Weaving through traffic, brings it back. Goal!
Eleanor Bishop, fantastic goal. Total points as well. So, Magpies here with the kick out.
So we might finally be seeing some action on this side of the ground. It's a beautiful mark there taken by Kate.
Early.
So she'll have another chance to register a major. Hasn't scored a goal today. Comes inside. And that time she makes no mistake. So Olivia Seymour on the board. And Ainslie about 60 metres from goal. So it'll be Page to put it back inside in.
Jacobs centering ball.
And it's fallen out the back. And it's a nice little mark there taken. She'll have to take a mighty effort. It's about 40 metres out. Looks good off the boot. There'll be a mark there taken by Seymour again. She's proved the difference this quarter. Seymour, she's kicked one in this quarter. She'll look to add to her tally. And she does. So Ainslie kick another one.
Exactly.
And they're starting to walk away in this one.
Ball.
So Belconnen exit their defensive 50, and that's a great mark there. Taken by number 5 for Belconnen in Madison Bailey. So welcome back to our 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Stars Women's Grand Final. Ainslie plays on. Is the Ainslie Tricolours falls the way of Smith over the Magpie Juniors currently as we head into our fourth quarter. Ainslie get boot to the siren sounds and we're underway. It is the Ainslie Tricolours 4 goals 6-30, leading the Magpies 1 goal 2-8, and Felix. There's still plenty left to play out in this last quarter.
Exactly right, mate. It's only 22 points between the two. Could go either way still. Magpies looking to get on the front foot here as they do a long kick deep inside 50. Just spills out of the Ainslie hands. But Ainslie reply with a beautiful kick.
Belconnen. And she's played on. Must go. Does. Kick won't find a target. Very contested football.
Belconnen looking to capitalise here on the field position of the ball. It just falls out.
So nice little transitional play from the Ainslie. Belconnen with numbers to the ball. Clever play there. Head over the footy. Great play from both sides.
Good body-on-body contact. Head over the ball. Good hands. Puts that on the boot. Tries to get that ball driving forward, but the Belconnen players are there first. Great hands out. Looks inside. Unfortunately, there's no Magpies players there and finds an Ainslie player who takes the mark. Looks long.
A great intercept there from Belconnen. Can't quite get her hands to the ball. So a contested start. We've seen it at the beginning of most quarters today. And the umpire just letting play continue before calling a ball up. Just outside Ainslie's forward 50. Belconnen must be the first to score in this final quarter. Falls to Simpson on that wing. Phenomenal effort from her in both games today.
Long kick driving into space. Ainslie will win the foot race. Pick up the ball cleanly. Great intercept there, but unfortunately gives it right back to him.
It's a great mark there taken by Tegan. Phenomenal effort from her today in the ruck and around the ground. Comes to Ainslie in the middle. Great hands just urging the ball forward. And that's where it goes inside their forward 50. In the direction of Seymour, who turns, and it's great defensive tackle from Belconnen, sorry.
Big shouts from Belconnen. Ball. Umpire disagrees. Ainslie with the ball. Slaps that onto the boot, into space. Belconnen will get there first. Just need clean hands, which they do.
It's a great
Seymour
smother
comes
from
over
Seymour.
the top. That ball sticks to the boundary but doesn't go out.
Still in the field of play. It's a dangerous little kick from Belconnen. They should look to rush behind. They don't. Now they do. So it'll be the first score of the quarter, a point to Ainslie. Just extends their lead out to 23 points.
Sizing up the options here, Belconnen coming towards us on the commentary side. It's
Great.
the contest. That's a beautiful mark there by Garrett again for Ainslie.
Umpire call plays on, so it goes deep into Ainslie's forward 50. Doesn't have the ball. Umpire doesn't see it that way. It's ferocious and physical in there as Belconnen look to clear their defensive lines. It's a good tackle, can't quite break it, and it spills out towards the 50-metre mark. It's a damaging kick back in. Seymour can't quite get there.
Very clean here, does so. Puts
Dangerous
that on the
kick.
boot, just misses the target. It's anyone's balls. Belconnen grabbed that, put that on the boot. Beautifully done there by Belconnen, just surging through. Hits that long target towards the contest. That'll fall Belconnen's way and give them some momentum going forward.
So that was Inch Schmidt there who broke the line in the number 19 for Belconnen. And now it's Simpson who drives the ball forward, can't quite find a target through hands. Regathers her own ball, breaks one, breaks two, and gets the ball moving again. So if it gets out the back, they're on Belconnen, but the ball will beat them to the boundary side. We'll have a boundary throw in just on the forward flank on the far side, ahead of Belconnen's forward 50, sorry. A bright start from both sides, Felix.
Exactly right. Much better play there from Belconnen, I think, just driving that ball forward, just trying to get some momentum early in this fourth. They're not out of it, but they do need a goal quickly to capitalise and give them some chance going forward. Ball gets tied up on that far pocket. Umpire says, my turn.
So a ball up on the far forward flank. The far forward flank. And intercepted there by Teagan in the 12 for Belconnen. Long strides, and it's a long goal.
That's sensational stuff. Exactly what they needed there, Jacob. They're up and about now, the girls, aren't they? I can smell it. They're in the hunt. 4 goals, 7, 31 to 2 goals, 2, Magpies, 14. They're not out of it, mate. They're not out of it.
It's exactly the start Belconnen would have wanted in this fourth term. And it's come off the boot of Teagan in the number 12, and she's been phenomenal today. You'd argue best on for Belconnen. She's dominated in the ruck, around the ground.
Another goal here for Belconnen will make things very, very interesting, I think, Jacob.
Absolutely. So the umpire walks towards the middle of the ground to resume proceedings. He throws it up. So again, the ruckman. That's a great clearing kick from Ainslie, but it's Belconnen. Get their first hands to the ball. Smith again breaks one tackle.
What a burst of speed.
Drives it deep. Seymour looking lively.
Seymour
Can't quite get to the ball. Now
using
she
the
can.
body effectively. Picks up the balls, gives the hands. This could be sensational stuff. Unfortunately, dribbles out. That'll be a boundary throw in. Seymour, I think probably my best on today. I don't know about you, Jacob.
You know, it's hard to single out individuals in this game. It's been a phenomenal effort from both sides.
Naturally, you take the moral high ground.
Absolutely. Don't I look like a hero? No, but for me, it'd definitely be between Seymour, Smith and Teagan from Belconnen. But that looks like a goal,
Absolutely
and it is.
Sensational stuff there. Fantastic goal. You just feel like Ainslie are now on top, eh? Have been all day, but just capitalising on that forward pressure inside 50.
So the Ainslie goal cancels out Belconnen's opening goal this quarter. So it is now Ainslie Tricolours 5 goals, 7-37 over the Magpies 2 goals, 2-14. As we make our way back to the middle, it's been an exciting contest, one that's not yet over. Just under 10 minutes left to play. As the ball goes up in the middle. Fantastic ruck from...
Thumping hit out there to the advantage of Belconnen as they're just looking to surge that ball forward. Driving in and great tackle there. Umpire says there's no prior opportunity. I'll take that one. Put this in the sky. Let's do it all again.
Absolutely, well called, Felix.
Thank you.
It's been a dominant display in the ruck from the Belconnen ruckman in this final term. The kick around the corner. No mark claims. It'll be play on, says the umpire. It's a hot footy in there.
Everyone wants a slice of the action, but the umpire says, no, my turn again.
So it'll be a ball up on the 50-metre arc near Belconnen's goal. Tegan collects her own work from the ruck. Great little hands out the back.
Hands out the back, but there's no one there. Ainslie surging on, jumping onto that footy.
Clever little toe poke from the contest. And Ainslie are in space, finds Smith. Goes to 1-2.
Numbers
That's
everywhere.
Beautiful
There's
play.
Options are plenty. Oh, this is fantastic footy. Smith surging inside.
Seymour
finds turns. Does the team thing and gives the hands. Absolutely sensational stuff.
Comes through and it's a goal.
It's an absolutely fantastic goal, Jacob. That's an absolute testament to the work that Ainslie have been doing all day. That's a brilliant run through the guts of the middle of the field there.
And that goal goes down to Tess Cattle and Kiana Smith. Their play through the midfield was phenomenal. And you'd dare say it's our Care Super player of the day.
I would have to agree with you there, Jacob. That was absolutely sensational. Flashes of brilliance, absolutely all day from all players. But for me, that's an absolute highlight play right there.
No doubt. So Belconnen have withstood the pressure of Ainslie all day, but now you feel like the Tricolours are just starting to get on top. As we take the ball back to the middle, just over 7 minutes left. So the umpire throws it up. And we're back underway at Phillip Oval. Ainslie midfielder Cattle just slips over. And again, it's Tegan. She's been phenomenal in the middle. Slips through the hands of the Ainslie defender. As to the hands of the Belconnen forward. So it'll come out there. Be a perfect finish if she could do it, but she can't. Falls to the ground. Ainslie with all the numbers. And that's phenomenal sweeping play from the Ainslie defender. And they've got the numbers on the outside. If they can get it over the top. Falls to Smith. She needs to find the ball. And it's those two again in Smith and Cattle. Smith steps inside, puts it on the right foot, and that's a fantastic kick. Great contest from both players.
Ainslie really opening up the middle of the field here late in the fourth.
Absolutely, and Cattle just overruns the ball. Smith taken in the back, and it'll be a free kick. Has a little smile about it. Takes her time. Drives it just beyond the 50-metre mark. It falls out the back. Turns twice, 3 times. Gets past 2. Goes bang, but just to the left of the goal. Seymour looking for her 3rd goal of the day. Can't quite find it yet as it trickles out of the Ainslie's forward 50.
Beautiful burst of speed there again from Belconnen. Takes the bounce, going along that far wing. That's the second bounce as the Ainslie players come running. Uses the hands, doesn't quite hit the target, ends up on the ground. Belconnen just removing the ball out and it's crumbing around. Hard to say who's really got true possession of the ball, Jacob.
Absolutely, and Tegan's pressure again around the contest, phenomenal. And we saw a few times yesterday, individuals in losing sides crowned best on ground, and we could see it again today because she's been phenomenal.
Exactly right, mate.
So the umpire to ball it up on the far wing. It's seen the majority of the action this afternoon. Again, a great tap from the ruckman of Belconnen. Ball comes forward. Ainslie with the clearing kick, but Belconnen have the numbers if they can get there quick. Smith chasing, can't quite get there.
Kicks into space. There's the foot races on. Belconnen will get there first. Umpire says play on. There's questions of whether she had it. Smith's got the ball now, takes a bounce. Unfortunately loses it. And the ball spills out naturally. Ainslie regain possession, centering kick. It's all Magpies.
So a great mark taken there by Kaylee Charlton. Another one of the players backing up in this contest. Just over the top, can't quite find a target. You've got options on the wing, and that's where they go. Towards Eleanor Bishop of the Ainslie Football Club. And that's a great little kick. As they surge inside 50. It's a great hit there from Belconnen. Off the ground. Are they going to get there? They will. It's a goal.
Well, didn't the umpire add some flair there, Jacob?
I don't mind a spectacle, and that's exactly what we got. A little bit of drama in this one never hurt anybody.
Exactly
So
right.
Ainslie extend their lead with just over 3.5 minutes remaining.
Just a flurry of goals late in the game, just not really reflecting the scoreboard not really reflecting the true efforts of the game going all around.
Absolutely, and how often do you see it late in games? The floodgates open, and to Belconnen's credit, they've been so strong defensively all day.
Exactly right. You feel as though maybe the fact that they've had to bring a few players and back them up from that 16s game which they played earlier today might be starting to really prove costly.
Absolutely, but take nothing away from the Ainslie Football Club. They've been phenomenal across the ground.
Both teams, great effort to get here. Ainslie just proving to be so good.
Absolutely. So the umpire balls it up in the middle. Both ruckmen miss it, but it falls to that of Smith, who turns in traffic and goes to Cattle, who drives it long. Can't quite find a target.
Great burst through from Belconnen, looking for options and finds one. Unfortunately, doesn't quite hold the mark. Umpire says play on. Ainslie regain possession.
So falls out to Smith, who plays the halfback role. Benji Marshall style finds a target.
Fantastic. Probably about 40 out. Gives their hands.
Finish it. Finish it. Goes to Seymour. Can't quite. Keeps it. No, doesn't keep it alive.
Tries the
So
very best,
Seymour
and that'll go over for a
yet to
minor.
add to her 2 goals, but it is Ainslie who have extended their lead out to 7 goals, 8-50 to the Magpies Juniors, 2 goals, 2-14. And we said it before in the game earlier today, and it's another scoreline that doesn't quite tell the story, does it?
Exactly right. The late flurry of points and goals for Ainslie really cementing their dominance on the game, but it's been a lot closer than that, I think. Could have gone either way, but unfortunately just was not the Magpies game. There's less than 2 minutes remaining now in the quarter as the ball's stuck on the top of the 50. Ainslie's forward 50 as they're looking to drive that further inside. Good hands, fend off. Beautiful kick.
That's
Shapes that up.
just to the left. Wow, Dustin Martin would have been proud of that one.
Oh, wouldn't he? Looked good off the boot, but just drifted left.
So Belconnen to bring the ball back into the field of play. Just over a minute remaining. They go to that far side again. It's a great looking kick off the boot. It's great defensive pressure there from the Bulldogs. I mean, Belconnen Magpies, sorry. I don't know where I got the Bulldogs from. And they'll have a ball up on the far flank.
About $1 left on the clock now. Ball goes up. Umpires getting out of there, and the rucks both go up. The ball spills out. Umpires found a free kick for holding the man. Belconnen's ball driving down into the far wing. Ainslie regained possession, kicked that ball straight back to where it came from.
So-
Belconnen turn and go. Good hands above the bodies. Give and go, but gets caught up.
It's been a great physical contest, this one. As the clock ticks down to just 30 seconds remaining, the umpire will throw it up on the far side of the ground. The ball goes up in the air. Neither player can really gain possession just yet. Just under 20 seconds remaining as Belconnen continually push the ball forward. It's been a phenomenal effort from the Magpies.
Still surging that ball forward, trying to get some momentum.
And the siren will sound.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all she wrote. And your 2020 AFL Canberra Care Super Rising Stars Women for 2020 Premiers are the Ainslie Tricolours, with the final score being 7 goals, 9-51 to 2 goals, 2-14 to the Magpies.
Absolutely. It was a phenomenal game from both sides. But congratulations to Greg Bishop and his coaching staff and his team. A phenomenal season from Ainslie Football Club. And if you're keen on footy, stick around because we have one more game left today at Phillip Oval, and that is Tuggeranong Valley versus Tuggeranong Valley. So stay
No
tuned for
prizes
that one.
Guessing who wins that one.
I feel like it'll be Tuggeranong.
Exactly right. Before we go, thank you very much to our sponsors, Care Super, Actu AGL, UNSW, and We Are CBR. Fantastic. We'll be back right after this presentation ceremony.
I do. What's on the center?
Ladies and gentlemen, what a game. What a great way to finish this season for both the Tricolours and the Magpies. Massive well done and congratulations to both teams. Big round of applause. We just want to take the opportunity to thank Rach and the team from Care Super, who have been massive supporters of Rising Stars football in particular and the Canberra competitions. And We can't thank them enough for their ongoing support. We look forward to many more years, so we'll get Rach to give us a hand with the presentations today. We'll try and do the COVID safe now, but we'll see how we go. What I'll do first is just ask Ricky from the Magpies just to come forward and say a few words.
Hello? Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and watching both teams. And we were led by a much to AFL Canberra, thanks very much for putting it on, which has been a difficult season, and certainly glad to get through the year and playing another football, which is really great for the girls. Got a really great one. As you can see, we had 11 doubled up from the 16s to field our team today, so all goes well for the future of the footy club, and we'll be back bigger and better next year. Thank you.
So I'll just call forward the Magpies girls, starting with Brooke Arrow. Madison Bailey. Caitlin Butler. Kaylee Charlton. Heidi Chiswell. Sophie Darrell. Bridget Fisher. Hannah Fitzpatrick. Tegan Lamar. Casey Gibson. Katarina Heffernan. Selena Howard. Paige Jago Shaw. Alicia Jones. Chelsea Moroney. Murray. Grace Reed. Miss Redburn Elliott. Inga Schmidt. Georgia Simpson. Katie Taylor. Michaela Von Renaud. Alia Wilson Miles. And Phoebe Zakarakis. Good Grace Redburn Elliott, number 3. And before we get into the Premiership medal presentations, we'd like to announce the Care Super Rising Stars Best on Ground for the 2020 Grand Final. goes to Ainslie Tricolours. Number 2, Kiana Smith. Now we'll just call forward Greg from the Premiers to say a few words and present the Premiership medals. I have forgotten, and I apologise. The umpire sometimes got to and our appreciate all their work. Good on you guys. Big round of applause. Sending off this season. Thank you.
League and sponsors, we just met. The Magpies, thanks very much. Always a tough opponent, put on a good show today. Came at us in the second half. We managed to hold on, but well done with such a young group that you got. Bright future, so well done today. Thanks to Magpies, for DJ, for running, Lynn, for doing everything else that we don't do. Thanks to the girls, in a funny old year, you really put in good effort and showed today, played really well, and I'm very happy to go.
Call forward the Premiership for number 38. Number 1, Eleanor Bishop. (39) Lucy Bonham. (3) Annie Burgess. Tess Cattle. 20, Michaela Garrett. 37, Riley Gundry. 19, Sinead Hannon. 8, Montana Harrington. Nope. 30, Olivia Morschett. 73, Aya Osborne. 14, Annabelle Scott. 25, Olivia Seymour. 42, Darcy Shaw. 41, Taylor Shaw. Number 2, best on ground, Deanna Smith. 17, Rebecca Stevens. 69, Amala Thuma. 28, Jessica Trelaw. And 52, Zalia Wilcock. Ava. Jesse. Greg, we'll just get your captain to come forward. And Luke. And we'll ask you to collect the Premiership Cup and the Premiership flag for the 2020 Care Super Rising Stars Women's.
Yeah, I know that.